So the WNBA media have done exactly what has been said, has been expected. Exactly what has been expected. Because we heard it loud and clear today. I'm not even going to play the clips, but Ken Swift shared it here. Basically, when they called the flagrant 2 on Thomas after slow-mo film circulated, ESPN hosts were upset. The narrative was being made because it wasn't game speed. Now, when the flagrant 2 is called, ESPN says you have to slow down the film and judge it properly because it looks worse at game speed. And they said it should be a flagrant 1. Make it make sense. And I tweeted out, this is my opinion. A victimless crime should not be punished. And when the victim is a member of the Fever, there's no victim. When the person that gets hit is a member of the Fever, and then you have a media member saying that Sophie initiated the contact with Dijonai's neck, and she should have been ejected, and not Dijonai. Sophie should have been ejected, and not Dijonai. This is literally 5 seconds before that. So Dijonai, after clotheslining Sophie with a bloody mouth, puts 2 hands on Sophie Cunningham's jersey, and Sophie Cunningham pushes Dijonai off her. And because, again, she's taller, hits her here. So basically, Sophie is taken out and then grabbed, and because she gets off the player, and by the way, Sophie Cunningham would have got herself ejected if KK Timpson hadn't dragged her out of the way. Let's be very clear. You pretty much have a player in Sophie Cunningham who would absolutely have got herself chucked. She would have got herself chucked. And you've got Cindy Brunson out here saying, it's actually Sophie that should have been chucked. Why? Because Dijonai knocked her on her ass, busted her mouth, knocked her out of the air, busted her mouth, and then afterwards, when Sophie got up, grabbed her, and she retaliated in the most minor way ever. In the most minor way. And the media, this is okay. The media, this is okay. That is the coach. The media, both of these are okay. According to the media, both of those possessions are okay and they're nothing. And actually, Sophie is the aggressor because she retaliated. Again, they literally said, because Cindy Brunson came out and said, because Sophie Cunningham is, her players had to get her away, therefore she was the aggressor. Again, it is the logical equivalent to if on the street there's a bunch of police around, and I punch you, and all of your friends knowing that there's a bunch of police around are like, we're getting our friend away, because if our friend punches you back, he's getting arrested too. But if we get our friend away, I'm getting arrested, and whatever damage I've done is on me. It is straight up an embarrassment. It is an embarrassment from the media, and they don't even try to hide it. They don't even try. We saw Caitlin Clark's name pop up yesterday in talk about Sophie Cunningham. They don't even try. They don't even try. And they literally don't even try to hide it. This is the most obvious. Every NBA player is laughing at this. Even the Alyssa Thomas one. The NBA players are reacting to it and are everyone knew with the first knee. They're like, oh damn, that's a sneaky knee right there. Oh God, she got her in the neck. Oh, and then she tried to stomp on her for good measure. Every player was like, oh yeah, I saw that. Oh, that's a Draymond shit. Oh, she tried to stomp on her. Obviously flagrant 2. How did they miss all of that? And every NBA player that you see look at this is laughing, and they're like, yeah, obviously it's a flagrant 2. Obviously it's a flagrant 2. It's so funny. But the WNBA people are like, I'm surprised they didn't even say, they said it wasn't even a foul. And then they're like, oh, you know who actually should be ejected? Sophie Cunningham. Why? Because she got tackled in the air and she retaliated. And not even retaliated in a way that was crossing a line. If the referees called a tech on Sophie Cunningham, they would have said it wasn't enough. They're actually trying to say that Dijonai Carrington should have stayed on the floor and Sophie Cunningham should have been ejected. Like, that for me is like, there are certain lines where it's like, you are so far gone that this is not about basketball anymore and you cannot be trusted to talk about basketball. It's like saying that Sophie Cunningham didn't deserve to be chucked last year for going after JC Sheldon. Every single person in the arena knew that Sophie deserved to be chucked, including Sophie Cunningham. It's like saying that Alyssa Thomas didn't deserve to be chucked when she got Angel Reese. It's like saying Breanna Mabry didn't deserve to be chucked when Caitlin's walking backwards holding her eye and Breanna Mabry plows her onto the ground. Oh, wait. The ref saw the replay and didn't chuck Breanna Mabry. Oh, shit, maybe I'm wrong there. Like, if Sophie hadn't grabbed and been held back by KK, she would have, like, absolute, I'm not going to say rip off Carrington's wig, but, like, Sophie would have done something to get her ejected if KK Timpson hadn't gotten away. And Sophie would have earned her ejection. That's all I'm going to say. Sophie would have earned her ejection. There would have been a brawl. They both would have been kicked out. KK Timpson stopped Sophie Cunningham from doing anything. But they're trying to get Sophie ejected when she didn't do anything. Like, she could have, like, she genuinely, if you're going to eject somebody, earn it. Carrington earned that ejection. Not only did she take Sophie out in the air, she grabbed her jersey when she got up. She earned the ejection. Like, she picked up a flagrant 2 and a technical foul and all of it. And then if it turns out that you can just take someone out in the air and if you take somebody out in the air and they react in any way other than just standing up and saying, good job, thank you, and shaking your hand and walking off, that it's an ejection, then why wouldn't every team do that? Why wouldn't you just send a goon in? I'm sorry, if Sophie got ejected for what she did, I would genuinely say we have our Grace Van Slooten, who doesn't play? Van Slooten doesn't play, and Mercedes Russell. 2 of you don't play. You guys are our goons. Whatever star is on the other team, you go and get yourself chucked. And your job is to make the star of that team retaliate. And as soon as they put a hand near you, you go down and drop, and you're getting them kicked out. Playoffs. We don't need to do it in the regular season. Playoffs, you're our goons. Like, if retaliating by pushing somebody off you who has you grabbed is an ejection, then Natasha Cloud should have been ejected for pushing the referee. Like, then Caitlin Clark should have been ejected for allegedly pushing the referee. Even though, unironically, like, based on what the referee said Caitlin did, she should have been ejected. She obviously didn't, but still. This is awful. This is really awful. My Achilles are shot, no competitive play. I tried. I did play semi-pro this year. I sat on a bench semi-pro, but I did technically play on a semi-pro team. Sophie's 100% in the wrong. She identifies a basketball player in her bio. Highly offensive. Jesus Christ. Thank you for the $10.